Pula Vinaka, Fiji, and a warm welcome to Speak Your Mind. Happy Olympic Day. Every year on the 23rd of June, this event allows the whole world to unite behind the Olympic dream. My guests today are the Fiji Association of Sports and National Olympic Committee, FASANOC, athlete champions, Tessa Marie Harmon and Hector Smith Jr. Welcome to the both of you to Speak Your Mind. Now, can the two of you firstly please tell us a little bit about yourselves and what you've achieved in your field of sport?
Thank you, Louise. So basically, to introduce myself, my name is Tessa Marie Harmon. I'm with the sport of hockey. I have been involved with the FASANOC Voices of the Athletes program for the past 4 years. I have represented Fiji at the 2015 Pacific Games where we won gold. And yeah, I've been an athlete champion since then. Thank you.
Thank you. And yeah.
Hello, everybody. My name is Hector Smith Jr. I'm with the FASANOC Stop program, Voices of the Athlete program since 2015. With the sport of hockey, it's actually in the family. Started off from when I was right in primary school, right up until now, representing the country. And I was fortunate enough to be part of this program to actually use our sport as the way to advocate.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean, so you said in the family, that's how you got into sports. But you were playing like when you were in primary school?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, and
So,
yes,
yeah.
and then?
So basically, mom, dad, my sister, my siblings, my brother and my sister actually were in this sport. We literally grew up in the sport.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right. So, Tessa, you?
So, well, I don't really come from a sporty family similar to Hector.
Okay.
But I could say I was the voice of sport in our family. I got everyone, my younger sibling, to get involved through sport as well. And I've also been playing hockey since 2012, I think, and 2013 was my first year to represent Fiji.
Wow. So, I mean, how were you introduced to the sport of hockey? Was it in school? Because I remember when I was in school, we did have hockey as part of physical education.
Yes and no.
Okay. Okay, that's good. That's interesting. Yeah.
Because I would just go in to watch sports every now and then, and hockey was one of the sports in the sporting complex.
Yeah.
So we were introduced to the sport through that, just watching the sport. And I think I could, I really loved that hockey was a tough sport, if you say.
Yeah, I would definitely say a tough sport. You'd have to be really fit,
Yes.
running up and down, and it's dangerous too. I used to be terrified of that hockey ball, banging into my shin, or I'd be always paranoid about that. It is a very tough sport. So, I mean, then why do you love it?
I mean, for me, because we basically, my first representation of the country was actually in 1999. So the team that actually went up in that particular that tour, they actually prepared on on the grass fields here, and at that particular era, the AstroTurf, artificial grass, had already started in other countries.
Okay.
So even with that disadvantage, they still managed to defeat one other country, Malaysia, that was actually number 3 or number 4 in the world at that time.
Excellent.
So
Yes.
from there, just seeing their achievement, it sort of gave me that push to want to commit and be better in that sport. I think that was the key moment for me.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's always the case. There's something that inspires you to actually, be in the sport of your choice. Yeah. So, I mean, for hockey is your passion, I suppose, I would say.
Yes.
Yes, it is. It definitely is.
I mean, it's a team sport. You have how many in a team, hockey?
So on the field at one, you have the 11-a-side.
Okay.
There was one period during the schools championships, you had 11 and 7-a-side.
Right.
Yeah, and then also now they've introduced the 5-a-side.
Okay, so I mean,
it's-
there's
it's,
changes
changes,
along the
yes,
way, yeah?
yeah.
Basically.
Oh, okay.
And we were very lucky to have the AstroTurf that was introduced in 2003 when we had the South Pacific Games.
Right.
Yeah, the ladies team were fortunate enough to participate at home,
Mm-hmm.
and they won gold. So all credit to
Oh.
them. Yeah, so it's pretty good. Yeah, we're very lucky.
Yes. So, how do you keep fit to play hockey? Lots of exercise, lots of sacrifice. I mean, as a lot of sports people go through.
Yeah, I think yeah, obviously there are a lot of commitment towards it, and it's time away from family. So we really try and make the best use of our time when we preparing for these sort of things, and it also keeps us healthy. Yeah, we stay healthy.
True.
Stay strong.
Yes.
And active.
Yep. Just like
I
what
think that's the value. I think the hashtag right now
Yes.
for this Olympic Day.
Yes, for today.
Yes. Yeah.
Happy Olympic Day. Hashtag stay strong and also stay fit, probably. Something like that.
Yeah.
But we'll be back shortly on Speak Your Mind, Gold FM, only the classic hits. We're back on Speak Your Mind, Gold FM, only the classic hits. Again, happy Olympic Day. My guests are the Fasanok athlete champions, Tessa Marie Harmon and Hector Smith Jr., and they're just telling us a little bit about their experience. Now, what I need to ask you is if you can please give us a background of Olympic Day.
Yeah. Well, from my understanding, like this Olympic Day was introduced on the 23rd of in 1948, and to commemorate the Olympic Games. You know, that was from the 23rd of June, 1894.
Mm-hmm.
So, and basically, they've for me the Olympic Day. I think it sort of gets people to move and like be active.
Okay.
Yeah. From my understanding, yeah.
Yes.
So it's basically a day where we actually put sport as the key celebration of the day, basically, and putting Olympism at the forefront of sport, basically. Yeah.
Yes.
Because we can nowadays the sporting people are very influential in the community. So with the program that we are part of, it's a good way to influence the next generation, upcoming generation, to do in a positive way.
True.
Yeah. So we feel that a lot of kids look up to sporting icons.
Yes, they certainly do.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's the whole reason that I enjoy joining this program.
Yeah.
Because we get to influence them that way, and I have children at home, so I want to be a good example for them.
Yeah.
Yes, coming up. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, Olympic Day is whether or not you're involved in sport or you play a sport, you can still celebrate the day by being active on the day. So various Olympic committees, various sports people, they actually celebrate the day in their various homes. But at the moment, the IOC is having a live 24-hour workout with various sports people.
Yes.
Also, our very own Derna Langi,
Yes.
Melly Derna Langi, and Winston Hill from boxing
Yes.
are taking part in this event, and they should be on live throughout the day, basically. Yeah.
Oh man! But the thing is, with the COVID-19 pandemic, it really hit the world of sport hard. You know what I mean? I mean, what did you feel about it? I mean, like you choose team sports, right? It would have affected you pretty bad. So maybe you'd like to tell me something about how you were affected, or how athletes all around the world would have felt.
Yeah, and because it's very difficult because of the situation we were in, because the number of people that is involved in our sport, specifically team sport. You had that restriction, so it was very difficult to get together and actually have to actually participate in the sport. Where, for example, if you had like athletes, there's a possibility of them actually competing on their own. So they don't need to worry about that type of restriction.
Yes, okay.
So training wouldn't be an issue.
Mhm.
I mean, they would have modified it and then at their own places, but you still had the opportunity because it's just you're just one athlete, and you don't need a group of people to actually have the sport to.
Right, so you can give an example of the individual sport.
So you have like athletics. So
Okay.
they have the individual, the sprinters. Then you have the middle distance runners.
Yes.
So I know they have more than one of them in the that would represent in that particular. But they can still get it done on their own.
Yes.
But for
they're
us
training,
to actually have a game,
Mm.
you need to have at least 22 people on the field.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So just that alone is very challenging. So we normally we take it for granted.
Yeah. So
So
you
we-
must be like one of the happiest people right
Yeah.
now
Oh, yes.
after the Prime Minister Vorengem Bainimarama lifted the restriction on team sports, right?
That's
Yes.
Yes, we are.
Okay.
Very, very grateful for that and the opportunity
Oh.
We
now
can't
to.
wait to get back on the
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, you must be so excited
Yes.
to get back on the field of sports. And it's so much fun when you play sports rather than just, exercising on your
Yeah.
own. Eh?
Yes, it is.
There's a difference.
There's a difference.
Yeah.
It is.
I mean-
You when you preparing and you training, there has to be something that you like to at least make use of that training that you've done.
Mm.
And like that is it. And also at the same time because like we have mentioned, we were really passionate about the sport,
Mm-mm.
and for it to be taken away like that it's very how you would say it,
Like
Disheartening.
disheartening.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you would have felt a bit sad.
Yes.
Yes.
Very.
so it's we were waiting and waiting.
I know. I remember when they were quite adamant, Japan, that they were going to have the games. Remember?
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
then they just couldn't. I mean, they just wasn't allowed
Yeah.
because of how infectious that virus is. Eh?
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
right.
So today they've organized, like you said, that workout.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
we have two Fijians, collar up, been a part of it as well,
That's right.
which
That's
is
right.
really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, they were going to be. Do you know exactly how we're supposed to log into where? Into the Olympic.
Yes, I think there's
Website
a
or
website for
something, yeah.
FESNOC.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Fastlock
they-
is actually showing it
Oh,
on their
oh.
Facebook page.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay then.
Yeah. So and also if people would like to actually see the full workout, which involves other Olympians as well,
Mm-hmm.
they go straight to the Olympic website, which is olympic.com.org.
Oh, lovely. I mean, you going to go and watch it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Definitely.
We're going to see all the Olympians
Yeah.
there, man.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I
It's
remember,
amazing.
yeah, amazing. I mean, from young, we never could miss one Olympic. Yeah? That was like the highlight of the year.
Yeah.
Better than Grammy Awards, better than Academy Awards.
That's true.
I mean,
that's like the
yeah.
pinnacle of the sportsman, the
Yeah.
pinnacle of their career,
Yeah.
sporting career, and you feel for them as well in a way that it takes you 4 years to prepare for that.
Yeah.
And when
Honestly.
we finally reached the 4th year, and then the pandemic hit.
Oh,
So just imagine the
man.
3 years of hard work. It's mentally like it affects you
Yeah.
mentally, and
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of advice that's given on TV where you can see they try and advise you to because I know a lot of people will be affected mentally,
Mm.
because this
They
thing
would
has
be.
a lot of things has been taken away from you that you normally had access to.
True.
So yeah. So that's
Yeah.
a lot of that we learned that in the program that we are part of.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
So
Tessa
we-
would
yeah.
like to say
Yeah,
something
and
as
not
well.
only that,
So-
like a lot of our Olympians as well
Mhm.
in Fiji and abroad, I'm sure, were using Tokyo as their last game. So
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
it puts a mental block on your brain to try and figure out whether you want to continue training for one more year.
True.
You know, it's a difficult situation, but we're just hoping that everybody is trying to keep strong through this pandemic. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I think they use that hashtag
Yes.
Stay Strong. On Speak Your Mind, this is Gold FM, only the classic hits, your only classic hit station in the country. Be sure to listen in. Welcome back to Speak Your Mind on Gold FM, only the classic hits. Happy Olympic Day. I mean, it is a truly exciting day, although I know the sadness about it is the COVID-19 pandemic. So my guest in the studio to tell us all about it, we have Fesanox athlete champions, Tessa Marie Harmon and Hector Smith Jr. Now, just looking ahead, we have had the restrictions lifted. So what do you look forward to now in team sports?
Yeah, just getting back and meeting up with friends that who we haven't seen for a while.
Yeah.
It's always nice to get back and meet up with our family and friends, and also the fact that we get to participate in the sport that we love so much.
Yes.
Yes, so yeah, that's from my side. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So basically what Hector said,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not only that, it's just coming together and being united in that team,
Mm-hmm.
regardless of whether you're good at the sport or bad. You still learn from each other. So I guess for me, it's just getting back to routine and getting back to learning from each other in a team. Yeah.
True. I mean, being a sportsman or sportswoman isn't really an easy thing. It requires a lot of discipline. So I know I have two disciplined, people sitting in front of me.
We try.
You try, yeah? Well, at least you try, yeah? Yeah. So, I mean, goodness me. But you have achieved a lot for the country. I mean, you've represented us in the sport of hockey, one of the hardest sports, I would say. Yeah. But what is fun about hockey? What do you find so?
For me, because it was part of the family, so it was nice to have my parents there behind supporting me, and my brother and my sister together with us. So for me, that it meant a lot, because you normally try to achieve your achievements are like for your parents. All the hard work that they've done for you.
True.
So sort of something that you can show that, because of their support and guidance, this is what we were able to achieve. Yeah, and we were really lucky.
Yeah. I guess Hector and I's opinions would differ because he's ran through the family.
Right.
So for me, it was basically my way of excelling in something that was not just the books. I can say that I was a total bookworm back in high school.
Yeah.
And being a part of a sporting team or getting involved in sport actually made me come out of my shell more. I was more confident with myself.
See?
It actually taught me more values to empower myself, basically, and set a standard for myself individually. Yeah.
Okay. So what positions? Okay. What position do you play in hockey?
Oh, so
A lot of positions, or just?
I prefer. I'm with the defending side. Yeah, I basically play defense.
Okay. And Hector?
And to be honest,
Plays everything.
Yeah, she knows.
He's a utility.
Okay, so you utility. Okay, cool. Anyway, let's get on with Olympic Day. What is the theme this year, and what does it mean?
So today, for this year's one, it's stay strong, stay healthy, and stay active. So for me, I think that really encompasses all that we learn in the program that we are with, the Voices of the Athletes. Yeah, because stay strong, not only physically strong, mentally.
Yes, because you said of the fact that what's happened there, COVID-19, Olympic being postponed, all that sacrifice, years of training, just expecting it, and then boom,
and you just
COVID-19
lose it.
hits.
Yeah, so
man,
it's really hard, and I know that there's a lot of challenges that we know people are facing right now. So
True.
so just ways of how we can just reach out. Sometimes some people are a bit scared to shy away from asking for help. And I think that's one thing I love about our country.
Yeah.
The fact that when somebody needs help, we help.
True.
Yeah, so we're very lucky that we have that sort of relationship and the culture.
Man, I know, that is so
I'm
true.
proud to be a part of this country because of that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, they used to say, in overseas, you're on your own.
Yep.
But like for here, it's like part of our
Yes.
nature.
Nature, to help.
Yeah.
If we see somebody down, we pick them up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which we need to keep that up.
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely.
Yeah. Even though not just because of the situation we're in right now,
But
but
post
just
as well.
yeah.
Yeah, we need to take care of each other. On Speak Your Mind, this is Gold FM, only the classic hits. We'll be back soon. Speak Your Mind on Gold FM, only the classic hits. Thank you for your good company, and I certainly hope you're enjoying the program. It's a happy Olympic Day today, the 23rd of June, and my guests are from Fessenok, athlete champions Tessa Marie Harmon and Hector Smith Jr. So my next question is, how is Fessenok celebrating Olympic Day today?
So apart from having athletes on the online workout, Fessenok is also in this hour actually having a joint activation program with the Oceania National Olympic Committee. So Oceania National Olympic Committee is the regional body that looks after all Oceania National Olympic Committees.
Right?
So they have a joint activation at Paradiso at the moment. And they're just going to go through basically a day of being active, being healthy, and being strong throughout this day, basically.
So, for example, how will they be doing that?
We got a lot of stations where they do different activities. So just and just linking the values for the Olympic Day through the sport.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's basically because a lot of I think the people love to get engaged in learning through sports, sporting activities.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So, what about? I want to ask you about Fessenok's athletes and communities engagement program. I believe you two are a part of it.
Yes.
So maybe you can tell us a little bit about this, Fessenok's athletes and communities engagement program. That's how do you call it? ACE, ACE? I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. You're right. Ace,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, that's how you say it. ACE. I mean, we
Yeah.
always normally have the.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So basically because of our status in sport,
Yeah.
we normally advocate on certain topics. So they are like stay healthy, play safe, play true, go green. So basically, stay healthy is basically on the HIV and AIDS and also NCDs.
Right.
So we advocate on that using sport and how it can combat those kind of issues. Play true is drugs in sport. So we just try to protect the people that are actually following the correct way of getting strong and fit.
Yes.
And then play safe is basically protecting the rights of athletes.
Yes.
There's a lot of issues that came up after the athletes had some issues with their coaches and stuff like that. So just sort of giving them a peace of mind of how they can handle those kind of situations.
Yeah, because you were saying that people look up to you
Yes.
That's
as
right.
a representative of your sport.
Yeah.
And when you give messages, they are inspired
Yeah.
by it and they try to follow it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and basically ACE is also a sort of a pathway for athletes post game. So, say for example, we equip athletes with going through train the trainer courses to be able to deliver these key messages to athletes during competitions, in community, and also at school levels. So we also have. Usually, the normal practice is that we would have athletes go into schools for 1 week during the Olympic week,
Right.
and they would deliver the Olympic messages basically. But because of COVID,
So you missed out on it
Yes.
this year, but that's what you normally did in the
Yes.
past.
yes,
That's right.
Oh, okay. So how do athletes become a part of Fessenok's Athletes and Communities Engagement Program, ACE?
So we normally get chosen. We start off with a stop program. and then you work your way through different you progress throughout the program.
Okay.
So you go up into that ACE. So it's the initial one is just to get into the initial program where we try and advocate on those topics, and then you just progressively they also start to empower you and build upskill you, so that you can also present later on, and then mentor the upcoming champions that come through the program.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and it's not limited to able athletes. So it's we have there was like an athlete that actually was from the disabled side of things. So
Yes.
they managed to join the program as well.
Okay.
So
That's good.
it shows that anyone can achieve anything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because they do have the Olympics for the
Yes.
persons living with disability.
Abilities,
Yeah.
Yes.
Correct.
Yeah.
So-
Okay.
Yeah.
So
So it's not limited to well, it kind of is just limited to national representatives.
Okay.
Yeah, but we also take in volunteers who want to basically go through the program and see what the program has to offer for them, if in case they would like to go through it in future. Yeah.
Okay. So okay. So happy Olympic Day today to both of you. I didn't even
you.
say
Same
to
to you.
you two. How rude of me.
Happy Olympic Day.
Yes. Okay. So maybe you'd like to share what this day means to you, both of you, in your own words.
Okay, yeah. Just for me, it's just being grateful that I have the opportunity to be able to participate in sport, and that I'm healthy. Yeah. I have a healthy family with me, and I just thankful that each day that I've been given the opportunity to do this, and I just don't want to let that waste that opportunity. Yeah. So that's what it means to me.
Good.
Yeah.
Tessa?
So well, for me, sports has actually taken me outside of my home country. It's given me the ability to travel, the ability to learn more things. Just recently, I was also the Young Change Maker, which is sort of an ambassadors program with the Youth Olympic Games in Argentina.
Ooh.
So it's actually well, for me, I'm just grateful that I get to learn something new every year.
I can imagine. I mean, traveling, seeing new places must be. I mean, well, I'm talking about the past now. Not,
Yeah.
I mean, we're allowed to talk about the past too, eh? But I mean, imagine the places that you've been to, the countries that you've traveled to. Is there any particular country that you really can't forget and think about till now? Which is the best place, the place that you've visited, both of you?
And something that really eye opener for me was India and Bangladesh.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Well, it was. I mean, it was through the sport that I managed to visit those places, and then you see the hardships that people go through, and kind of opens the eyes to how lucky we are.
Yeah,
All the time. It's I don't know. For me, it's sort of. Like you don't realize how good you have it until you see other people that facing those kind of situations.
Yeah. That's really nice of you to make that observation. I mean, but that was in the field of your sport, hockey.
Yeah.
That took you all the way there to go and watch. I mean, see a different country and how they were struggling. But hey, we'll be back shortly on Speak Your Mind, Gold FM, only the classic hits. We're back on Speak Your Mind, Gold FM, only the classic hits. I'm Louise Carnicella. I do hope you're enjoying the program. My guests in the studio are from Fesanok. We have the athlete champions, Tessa Marie Harmon and Hector Smith Jr. Now, speaking to Hector first about, how sports take you to travel. And even Tessa was saying that she felt, privileged that, you could go to so many places just through sports. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, he told me about how India was an eye opener for him. Okay, maybe your view. What country do you think that? What did you feel close to, or what you can remember? Because you've probably been to so many countries, it'd be hard for you to work it out. Eh?
Yeah.
Mm.
So through the program that I volunteered with, the ACE program, I was actually selected to be the young change maker to the Youth Olympic Games in Buenos Aires in 2018.
Wow.
Similar to what Hector said, it was an eye opener for me.
Mm-hmm.
It just showed me that like we're all able-bodied. We can achieve anything if we set our minds to it.
True.
And I think one of the greatest things about that games was that Fiji actually acquired a gold medal, but it was in a more friendly, actually not a gold, it was a silver, sorry, in a more friendly setting where they had different countries relay in badminton. So for me, it was more of athletes just becoming more comfortable with each other and actually building that friendship with each other.
True.
So it was really nice to see. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, I can imagine when you travel like that and you meet other athletes and you just bond.
Yes.
I mean, it's nothing like, you sitting that side, I'm sitting this side. Because you're
Yeah.
all,
Yeah.
into sport.
Yes.
That's right.
So it makes
That's
you
right.
like a family.
Yep, that's true. And you get to learn new things and learn the new cultures and the challenges they face when they trying to participate in their sports.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and then you kind of learn from them. Okay, so this is how you can do things, and just let's do adjust to it. Eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, when you go on these trips, you observe. I mean, obviously, you have observed, you've been to all parts of the world. Eh?
Yeah.
So, I mean, as top athletes, maybe we might have a child who is, well, I can't say listening now because, well, who knows? I mean,
Yeah.
COVID-19, they're at home. The parents might have the radio on. But this is actually a delayed coverage that we show on FBC TV. So I would like from the both of you, if a child was watching now, what would you tell them how they could achieve their dream of, playing a sport?
Yeah, for me, it would be you need to really be committed and understand that it will take a lot of your time, and you need to be really dedicated with the sport.
Yes.
I think a contributing factor for me, like I had mentioned earlier,
Yeah.
is I think the parent support.
Okay.
Yeah, is going to be very critical there, because as you growing up, you feel like for me it was really like it was motivating for me to have your parents behind you, and then also pushing it. Not everybody will have that particular type of
Upbringing.
upbringing.
Because that's so true. Because even some parents, they stop their children from participating in
Yeah.
sport. They say, "No, don't do that. You study. What sport's not going to take you anywhere."
I think it would be a good way of doing like your sort of a balance in your life,
Yeah.
just to balance it off. Not
I
too much
reckon.
of both.
Yep.
And yeah, but I think it's just it would be nice if you can have a bit, because it will also teach you teamwork, being committed, and also sticking to your programs and all.
True.
Yeah, that's from my point of view. Yeah.
I reckon.
Yeah, and just to add on to what Hector said is basically what everyone should understand is different people excel in different things. So, children could actually come out of their shell through sport, be more confident,
Yeah.
be more be more open to direction through sport. But on the same level, it should be that children should also first and foremost listen to their parents
Yeah.
and make sure that they abide by everything before excelling in something that they would like to pursue. Yeah.
Yes.
So if and something else I would like to put out there is just the spirit of volunteering and making available your time to programs such as the ACE program. like we never thought we would be sitting here one day. Like this is
So true.
this is an opportunity that not many people have to nowadays. So this is great to get children involved. Yeah, get them involved through sport. Then finding pathways through the ACE program or through programs that FASANOC actually has for them.
True. So they should actually do that.
Yes.
Yes.
So how can they do that? Just approach FASANOC?
Yep.
Yeah? If they're interested, or,
Yeah.
Yeah, and like so it sort of when you get into sport too, it sort of teaches you discipline as well.
True.
Yep.
I mean, you need these traits in life.
Yes.
Yes.
You need, that determination. I mean, look at the Olympics.
Yes.
I was just looking on Twitter. There was this guy. He was doing a race. He dislocated his knee, but he didn't want to stop. I almost
right.
cried. I had to scroll it up again. I was like, no, I can't watch that.
That's right.
But I mean, that's the
Spirit,
sportsmanship,
Yes.
the spirit.
Yeah.
I mean, I think sports is very important in life.
It is.
And I can understand why some parents wouldn't want their children to
Yes.
take part in sports, honestly.
Yeah.
Or maybe for different reasons. They
Yeah.
think they'll
That's
get
right.
hurt or something. Yeah.
Yeah, but it would be nice if they can give them that opportunity. Would be nice.
True. I mean, being physically fit is so important. It goes together with your diet.
Yes.
I
Correct.
mean, and to do sports is a more fun way. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Lisa, but unfortunately, we have now come to the end of Speak Your Mind. And it's really been a pleasure talking to you both. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you indeed. I have a nice song which I'm going to dedicate especially to the both of you. Have you ever heard of Chariots of Fire? No? Well, anyway, it's an old movie, and it was about an Olympic game. So
wow.
if you search that on Google, you might watch that movie.
Thank you.
But it's a beautiful movie about the Olympic spirit and about, sports. But anyway, that's it. My guest from FASANOC, this is the athlete champions, Tessa Marie Hammond and Hector Smith Jr. Vinaka Vakalevu. And from me, Louise Kaunisela, thank you indeed for your company. Until next week, look after yourself and please take care of each other. Nisamo demanda.